What's up, gamers? Hey, once again, thanks again for tuning in to the Game in Reverse DL channel. Today we're going to set up Adrenaline and RetroArch for the micro SD card on UMAO. We will need to have our SD card adapter and a micro SD card. So we go to wololo.net, of course, and we're going to get the Adrenaline Easy Installer Black Edition. Now this will enable Adrenaline to be used as the UMAO support. So I'll go ahead and leave the article so that you guys can go ahead and read a little bit more. So this lets your USB, pen drive, external HDD, Vita memory card, or SD Vita as your storage medium for the PSP files, depending on what you want to mount it as. UMAO. You will see the link. Once you click the link, it'll take you to another page. You can click the example. It should appear as black, but on mine it didn't really show that. And you'll see that the front information is black. So you will see a MediaFire link, and you will see memory stick location, UMAO, PSP, EMU. So we're gonna get it in a zip folder. If you click it, you don't really have to click it or open it, but you'll see the files in there. You will need to rename the file as .vpk. So take off the zip and just rename it as vpk. You're gonna get a little message, just click yes. And now it's ready so that we can go ahead and transfer it to our PlayStation Vita. As you guys can see, I have RetroArch in there too. So I'm going to copy it. And then using my Vita shell, I connected my PlayStation Vita, and I'm going to paste that Adrenaline Black Edition. Now I'm all done with that. I have already transferred RetroArch to the PlayStation Vita. So we move on. If you have Adrenaline installed, then we're going to go ahead and remove the current Adrenaline. As you can see, I'm going to remove it. So if you have any PSP bubbles or PSX bubbles on UXO, then once you remove Adrenaline and you use UMAO as an external, they won't work. So just an FYI. But at least you have Adrenaline on UMAO where you can have all your PSP games. As you can see, my Adrenaline is gone. So I'm gonna go to UXO and install the VPK. So if you accept the message, just click OK, and then it's going to install. There we have it. Now as you can see, I already have RetroArch. I already installed it. Now that one takes a bit longer, like 4 minutes to load up, and like easily like 5 to 10 minutes to install. So don't panic, it'll just stay there. Just give it some time. So you can see UMAO. We're going to create a folder named PSP EMU. Use your PlayStation Vita when doing this. So you can press triangle and then you can create new folder. Okay, so I already have it in there. After that, we're going to create a folder named ISO so that we can insert the ISO, CSO, PSP games in the ISO folder. So you can see I already inputted all my ISO, CSOs. I have more, I just wanted to give you a brief example. Now create a folder named PSP. And after, within the PSP folder, we're going to create a game folder. And we're going to insert all the PlayStation 1s and emulators in there. You guys can see my PlayStation 1 games and my emulator for the Game Boy Advance. Okay, so now remember, triangle, create new folder. So it's really important, you guys, so that you guys can create those folders, PSP EMU. And for RetroArch, you just drop the ROMs and the SD card, so you don't need to drop the whole emulator. So let's watch RetroArch. So we launch it, we select load content, we select the UMAO, and then CPS2. I just renamed it CPS2 and then included my ROMs. And then I'm going to launch Marvel Superheroes. Now it's gonna stay there for like maybe 1 to 2 minutes, and then it's gonna capture the emulator. So you guys can see it works, which is pretty cool. I mean, RetroArch versus Adrenaline, I would go more for Adrenaline. It's faster load times and you don't have to wait that much. So we launch our PC Installer Black Edition. Awesome. Since I already uninstalled Adrenaline, I'm going to reinstall it right now with this edition. So install the latest Adrenaline E-Constant firmware. So I'm going to select one of my games. Remember, you need to have a PSP game. Do you really want to continue selling this game to this game? Click yes. So remember to enable your Wi-Fi. I didn't have it. Enable it. Okay, so we just let it be. Press X to reboot. Okay, so there we have our Adrenaline. It was supposed to be black, but I think it liked the purple, so it's fine as long as it works. So we launch it. I really love that logo, it's awesome. So now we're going to install it. Press X, give it a moment. Alright, it does all that crazy cool things in the background. So now we press X so that we can restart the XMB. So you do all that fancy stuff. Now you guys can see 23 gigabytes. That's my current memory card. There is no PSP games. Where are they? There's no PlayStation 1 games. There's no emulators. No problem. So we select the PS button, hold it, then we go to settings. So we go to the internal Adrenaline settings. We're going to click R1 twice. So then you can see we have the Adrenaline menu. You can change stuff in there, you know, like it's screen mode full. Now the memory stick location, that's the key, where we can change it to UMAO, PSP EMU. There you have other options as well. If you have those plugins for the DS3, DS4 controller, then you can use that. Now you can see 36 gigabytes of free space. And wow, magic. Now I have all my PSP games in there and my emulators. So I don't use my memory card for the PS Vita and UXO. Pretty cool. So I already tested all these games and they do work. I'll be creating another video, so how to mount UXO. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to try the emulator. You guys can see it's working. So there you have it. So guys, if it helped, remember to hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell me if it worked for you. As always, Gamer Rebirth out.